What's up? Welcome to this hole. Well, ain't no depth too deep. This where the woke stay woke and the sleepers can't sleep. I'm Shaman Jaman, and I got a real special guest
Hey,
here
what up?
today.
Oh yeah,
Real,
let's go.
you ready for this shit? You, I mean, you
How
ready to
many
go
times you
around?
have to say "let's go" for somebody to understand "let's
So,
go"?
real, all right, well, fuck it. Real, you
Uh-huh.
straight to the point. You a sex coach. So, before we get started, I gotta ask you this. You know what I mean? Um,
Uh-huh.
how many? I'm just ask you. How many relationships would you say you done saved, and how many would you
I'm
say you
saying,
done
see,
fucked
wait,
up?
see, I think people have a poor misconception of what I do. I
No,
don't
be real.
save people's relationships. I'm not a
Mm-hmm.
relationship coach. So my
Right.
my mission and my goal is sex and intimacy. That's where my focus is on. Which I normally get a lot of
Okay.
men who want to talk about it, and most of them have erectile dysfunction. I'm not a doctor. Once again, I am a coach. And what made
Mm.
me a coach, if you don't mind me telling the folks, is that I'm a former sex worker.
Well, you
And I was good at it. I made my first $1 million when I was
right.
motherfucking 24 years old. Wasn't financially literate, so I did absolutely nothing with the money. However, I was living fabulous at 24, coming from Michigan, Flint, Michigan to New York. So I was an exotic dancer. I did that when I worked like six. I mean, I ain't know nobody, so I worked like 6 days, sometimes 7 days a week. I slept through the day, went to work at night. You know what I'm saying? And I was able to make all this money. So I was an exotic dancer.
Right.
I also was a hostess of swinger parties. So I seen a lot of fucking, talked to a lot of people. And mind you, there's
Yeah.
different types of swinger parties, right? There's ones that are traditional meaning that there's a man and a woman, or a man come with many women, right? Meaning that a man can't come by himself. So I like to work at the one
Right.
that was non-traditional, which is probably illegal here in New York, where his clients were men. Well, it was. The clients were men, and the girls who worked there, and all the men knew they come there all the time. They worked there, so they was prostitutes. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
It,
So y'all was on
well,
some Diddy shit or what?
no, because they paid for it. I
Diddy,
mean,
that
when
was
I was a
Diddy.
swinger
That
party,
was Diddy before Diddy.
people, people who are not in that
Before we knew
world do
about it.
not like understand like sex goes on all the time, right? So at a swinger party, like, and these
Okay.
shit's
Right.
been
Right.
going on.
Right.
So I used to like work at the non-traditional ones where the guys, the man who owned the spot, his clients were men, and the women who worked there were prostitutes. I was the hostess. Get that in your mind. I was
Right.
the bitch that
Right.
walked. I glammed up with my wig on, eyelashes, makeup,
For
sexy
sure.
little shit, high little heels, and get people to tour of what the fuck is going on. Then, and also because I worked there
All
at the
that.
swinger party, I also was a stylist. Because, like I told you before, I'm a designer slash fashion architect. And I was always be fly, even with less on. Everybody's like, "Yo, you the best dressed bitch in here, right?" So it was
Mhm.
guys there who was doing their first.
Right.
Well, I don't know if it was their first, but a porn, and they was like, "Yo, we need somebody to style the girls and the guys." It was like, "Yo, would you do it?" And I was like, "Yeah." So I got into the business of porn,
Mhm.
not in the business of porn, motherfucker. Wait, listen, I, as a stylist,
I
right?
mean, you
So I
did what
seen a
you did.
lot of, yeah, so I seen
You
a
listened to
lot of
me, Jay.
fucking. So this, and because of that, I created seductive
Yeah.
art and labeled myself an intimacy coach slash seductress, because women need to know how to seduce.
Right. Right. So I need you to be honest when we running down that path. I'm gonna ask you how many people you done came across, right? So that they think they the shit. You know what I'm saying when it come to putting it down, but they not. But you instantly know that.
In
You
my
know what I mean?
personal,
That
okay,
they ain't what they
okay, so let me tell you,
pretend to
I'm gonna
be.
be honest. My first time, now wait, I met my son's father. My son's father was 21. I'm 12 years younger and older than him, right? So I was 32. So he was, or something like that. He was 21. I was
Okay.
32, 30, whatever the fuck. My everybody before him was trash. Cause just because you don't nobody talk to us about sex, and just knowing that where your pleasure points are and all that stuff. So when I met this little young motherfucker,
Right.
he, like, after that, not that I had a whole bunch of I'm not super loose, motherfucker. Just because like I'm in the sex world, my mother also taught me to like to cherish myself, and don't get, everybody don't deserve you. You understand what I'm saying? So I did have that mentality. Mind you, I don't
Yeah.
have nothing
Yeah. I
against like
feel that.
women who like to fuck multiple dudes. Like, I love a liberated woman who is comfortable in her sexuality and know what she wants. So after my son's father, like the sex just got
Right.
it got really, really good. And then with every guy after him.
Yeah.
But then again, let me also tell you, as a woman of a certain, no, fuck that. I'm 57 years old. So when I had my son, I was 35. And I don't let people come around my son. Like, I don't. If we just fucking, we just fucking you. You will never meet my child. Like, bitches, pay attention. Stop letting these motherfuckers in your house
Right.
that who fucking digging you down or where you feel like, I need somebody to love. Everybody needs somebody to love. But you got to be easy with your children. Not only your children, bitch, with yourself. That's first and foremost. Because some of these motherfuckers be on some other type shit. So, I hadn't had sex in a long time. Then, like years, I swear to God, it's so sad. I know my sex life is so sad. So 10 years, then I got with this guy who was
Yeah, I ain't
also
play.
younger than me. I do not like young dudes that be hollering at me. And I think I was 52 at the time.
I mean,
And I think he was 30 something. Yeah, and he was whack. I was just like, oh my God. Yeah.
so with that said, right there, what's the biggest lie you think that men tell themselves? You
The
know what I'm saying, in a
biggest lie that
relationship?
they tell themselves in a relationship.
Yeah, you an intimacy
What?
coach. You gotta know this.
I
So
don't
I'm
know. I
asking you.
don't understand that question. I got ADHD too.
Same question go for women. Same question go for women. So I'm gonna ask you on two. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's a two-sided coin. I'm gonna ask you just like this. What's the biggest lie that men tell themselves in a
Oh,
relationship, and what's the biggest
that
lie
women
that
think they
women tell
got the best
themselves in a
pussy. Like, they
relationship?
just, everybody got the best pussy. Like, everybody got the best. And like,
Okay.
girl. Yeah. Yeah.
Now flip
Oh,
the
yeah.
coin.
Okay. All
Now
right. So
flip the
now,
coin.
okay,
What's the
God, now you
biggest lie
understand.
that men
So
tell
yeah,
themselves?
men, like their sex game is like above and beyond. When a lot
Right.
of women have
Okay.
awful
Well then,
sex and
okay.
they do not tell their partner. I mean, I had bitches that have told me shit. I'm sorry, I'm reporting that you don't like my partner. I've had chicks tell me that, yo, like they with their man and this is their man, the man they've been with for years and this motherfucker ain't never made them come. And the reason why, because she don't know how to communicate what she want, and he think he's doing what he doing.
Right. Right. So with that said, that's a confidence thing. So who you think fake confidence more?
As it
Would it
relates
be
to
men or women?
sex, probably men. I think
I
men,
mean,
because
just
women just like, because they think that
okay. And why you
because
say
they
that
think
though?
they
Why you
dick
say
is
that though? Give
everything.
me
Yeah, you
a
coming in and you fucking like this, and all you doing is beating up the motherfucking pussy. The pussy ain't wet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got her to where she's like putting on her motherfucking head, her leg to the back and all. I can't do it now 'cause I got 12 people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you
right.
can't, like,
Cramming
you
hands
just
to the
pounding the
chest.
pussy out being selfish. You know what I find? A lot of men get their game from men.
Right.
And they get their game from men outside of the corner. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of them who tell me this shit, like men tell me, like, just
Mm,
go in there and like beat the pussy up. That's not how that goes. Even if it's a one night stand, you shouldn't be a selfish motherfucker.
right.
You definitely shouldn't. Like, fuck, y'all in there to have a good
Mm,
sex is a good motherfucking time.
yeah.
Have a good motherfucking time. You know what I'm saying?
Right. 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 So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Like you just said, men get their game from like other
Right.
men on the corner or whatever when they out and about. So, but now out and about, you know what I'm saying? It ain't even too much on the outside flex. Now out and
Yeah.
about is the internet. You know what I mean? So would you say you would be able to recognize when somebody got their game from like say Instagram or Facebook? They always, you know what I mean? Would you be able to recognize that as somebody who an intimacy coach?
Wait. You said like somebody else that's, wait. It's a, I got ADHD. So go ahead, say it again.
Right. So like,
Thank you.
no, check it out. I'm gonna rewind it real quick. No, I'm gonna backspace delete. All right, check it out. So say somebody saying things that you done heard quoted on the internet, would you be able to recognize that that's where they got their game from? Instead of like, they got their game from somebody on the street, or they got their game from their mom, dad being
Oh,
raised
yeah.
right. You know what I'm talking about?
You know what? Now, that one, I swear I don't have an answer for that one because I don't know. No, I don't know.
Okay. Right, right. And that's fair though. That's fair though. Let me ask you this right here. Since you said what you said, let's put it in this note right here. What's the fastest way you think that somebody can kill attraction? You know, you attracted to them, but what's
Well,
the
you know, that's
fastest
all
way
an
that you think
individual
they can
thing.
fuck that
Like, it
up?
all depends on what makes her and makes him that turns them the fuck
Right,
off. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but when I hear it, we talk about the internet
right,
shit. Like, I don't know why these bitches be, but you know, hey, everybody got their own stipulations about themselves, and they know what, I guess they know what they want. But I think, okay, that's not what you just make my mind go. I have ADHD, so for real. So I'm gonna keep saying that shit because sometimes shit be going on
What
my
you
head
know
and
we
it
got
don't
your mind going.
intertwine right. So I do find that like a lot of women, especially women who can be who have like a nice little piece of change, like they be on some, you know, I want a man who got this and this and this and this and that. You know, it's all this material shit. You know what I'm saying? And then also then men, now we gonna talk about
Right.
you black men. You know, black men want the woman to be like super, super perfect, you know, or something like she has to, her body gotta be da da da. You know, she have to have a 12-inch bust down or something
Hey,
like that. Okay, all right.
not
That's
every
true.
man is like that. You know what I mean? I mean most men because we live in that social media age where everything that got, you know, with the
Yeah, that's
filters and
filter
everything
shit,
that
right?
got with the BBLs and, you know, the body jobs, you know. But that put it in perspective right there where you can see that most men expect that rather than wanting some genuine shit, they want some artificial shit. They see that's always when they scrolling, you know what I mean? They see that, boom, you know, damn, she bad. Ooh, look at Shouty, you know what I
Right.
mean? He's showing his partner or something like that. Not knowing she ain't shit.com probably, you know what I mean? But with that saying, what's something that, you know what I'm saying, people think is like the internet shit? What's something that people think is sexy
Um,
that
you
actually
know what?
make
The
you
one thing,
cringe?
and I'm sure so many women have said this shit, especially if you are in a sex working space. You know what I'm saying? So, because I have had like dudes like
Right.
send like the nude like photo, not in the photo, a fucking video. Like this dude, like through the fucking screen, this bitch scared the shit out of me. I was like, oh my god, no! Like, first of all, he was a big ass dude. You know what I'm saying? And he like just standing there with his dick like loose and just playing with it, got it hard. Say it again.
Well, he big all the way around. Was
No,
he
not
big all the
no,
way
no,
around?
no, not all the way around. Yeah, but
And so
yeah,
he
not
just threw
even
you
like
off.
the
He
size.
just
You
threw
know,
you off.
it's just the simple fact that you did that. That you think that that is what would attract a woman. Like that doesn't attract women. Now some women depends. You know, some women is
Right.
about that life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I am not one of those. Just because you know
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
a
yeah.
used to be an exotic dancer, worked in swinger clubs, worked on pornographic films. I guess you think that I'm just like, okay, this bitch wanna. No, honey, I like love. I need a connection. You know what I'm saying?
We going. So I'm gonna ask you this: with somebody who is you were a sex intimacy coach, right? So let me ask you this right here: what you feel is the difference between lust
Oh, the
and real
difference
chemistry?
between lust and real chemistry. Like lust is something like you instantly see it. I mean, well, you instantly see it and you want it. You know what I'm saying? If it's a chemistry, it's from both parties. You understand what I'm saying? Like you have engaged in some sort of conversation with this
Mm,
person. You engage in some sort of way, and then both of you
right,
have like the chemistry. Like a lust is pretty, for the most part, it can be a one-sided thing. You know what I'm saying? Which is, you know, it can be more of a one-sided thing. That's why, like, men who have lust, that's why you gotta talk to these children who feel like they can just touch women just because, even if she outside twerking. Like, you know what? This just made me think about something. Do not put your dick on my ass when I'm dancing. Oh, I do not like that. That's just me personally.
oh yeah, okay. I mean, some people do
Yeah,
that. That's
that's
what
why I
they
don't go to
call that,
Jamaican
dirty
clubs
winding
either.
or
Like,
something
no,
like that.
I'm doing that.
They
Yeah, no,
they
nah.
out there dirty winding, dirty winding. Yeah, I think that's been a thing for a while. Some people dance close, some people dance all up on you or whatever. You know, it depends on like what kind of freak you is, what kind of mood that is, or what kind of vibe the situation brings. But I'm gonna ask you this right here: can somebody be? Because you gave me an idea. Can somebody be too
Can
nice to
somebody
be
be too
attractive?
nice and be attractive?
Yeah, to be attractive. You know, like somebody they attractive, but they just
They
too
attractive.
nice.
Why? Why are they too nice? Nice is good.
I mean, not for everybody, but let me say it just like this. Maybe they just going out their way too much, putting it
Yeah,
on too thick,
right.
and you
Now,
just like,
if it's not
you know what I mean? Like,
genuine,
damn, he
if it's
ruined it.
not genuine, then yeah, like
Right,
yeah, that can be like a turn off if you're not being your authentic self. This is where a lot of people fail. Bitch, be your authentic self,
yeah,
like from day motherfucking one. Stop. You know how everybody used to say that when they go on a date or something, you meet in their representative. No, bitch, be yourself so you will know, and also the guy be
right.
himself. So y'all know if you like each other like that, if you want to continue to get to know this person instead of like putting on this facade. That shit don't even make no sense.
So you ever had that? You ever had that happen to you where somebody was just not being themselves. They was being too nice, and you could tell that they putting it on
Now you
too
know
thick for
what?
no reason.
I don't know. I get like a lot of directness. I had this one dude tell me, "Yo, this shit was funny as hell." I was walking down,
Mm.
walking down the block, and this guy was like, "Yo, let me tell you something. I know it's about to be disrespectful." He said, "Yo, I'll put my tongue in your ass, and then, and then kiss you." I said, "Well, that's nice, thank you," and walked away like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's nice. I like that.
I'm gonna learn. Look at you.
Oh yeah,
Gotta
for
watch out
sure.
for that
That's
that
why I
creep
said,
right
and I
there.
kept
That's
on
wrong. That wasn't
walking.
a TLC creep. That was a creep. Right, right. With that crazy shit said right there. What's the worst? What's the worst communication? Like, what's worse for you? Is it like bad communication, or would it just be
Oh
like bad
God.
sex?
Yeah, because oh yeah,
You
for
gotta keep
sure.
it a buck. You gotta keep it a
Um,
buck.
I definitely need good sex for sure, for fucking sure. And like some women be saying,
Right.
especially a woman like in my age bracket, they feel like they was like, look, I ain't got time to teach somebody.
Uh huh.
But you also have to understand this, right? Whatever tricks that you have in your bag may not be suitable for this person that you're with. You know what I'm saying? The same thing, the tricks that he has in his bag that worked on his
Okay.
last trick or whatever that's been working may not work for you. Communication is important. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can be in line, and so that the sex can be off the chain and wet and hot and steamy and want to come back and fuck forever and as much time as y'all possibly can. But for me, like sex is definitely important. And both of them is important to me.
Right.
Especially when I meet like a guy like I work out, right? So
Mm.
I would go outside and I work out. I'm always the only chick. I keep my body covered, but in the summertime I do have on my little shorts because it's hot as fuck outside. So most of the dudes I see the majority of the time. But this one young dude, he's like 30 something. He was like, "Yo, what I gotta do to take you out, whatever?" And I was just like, I don't know. I said, "How old are you?" Then he told me something, 30 something. Then he was like, "Oh no, I lied." And I was like, I cut him off immediately. So I don't like liars. Don't lie to me. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You keep
please.
it a buck right off the bat. You know. You feel that. So with that being said, like, what's what's to it when you see like somebody you see like a man on the internet or something like that? I'm sure you be on the internet. Sure you be on Instagram or something, right? And you see like somebody that you probably friends with or somebody that pop up, and you see like this person, you know what I'm saying? He stay posting selfies. He stay posting pictures or something like that of himself, right? Now I need you to rate that like the same way you would rate from a 1 to 10, and you would rate a woman that you see her bio, and then next thing you know she say I'm a little bit crazy. You know what I mean? Like, how would you feel about it? You know what I'm saying? How you feel about on a 1 to 10
Let me tell you
schedule a
something.
scale? How would you
I
feel
found
about
that
that?
that crazy motherfuckers have some good ass dick, and I also heard that crazy ass motherfucking females got some good ass pussy. From what I understand, what men have said, I have experienced it.
Facts.
Yeah, I have experienced a
Most,
man that was
most,
he was
most,
that motherfucker was for
most,
show
most.
motherfucking Looney Tunes. But our sex game when it was like
Right.
oh my, it was like
Your head's big.
but yeah, but it's fine.
I
You know
feel you. I
what?
feel you.
See, on the internet. I don't know. I don't know because I don't look at it. I don't be in internet on the internet looking like that and going that deep off into people's shit. I get and post my shit, cuss motherfuckers out if they say some disrespectful shit,
Right.
and I gotta stop telling people to kill themselves. That's not nice, right?
I'm sure you
Well, no, it's
you
the way
eat
you
good,
do
man.
it. Always say, all right, I say open,
Right.
pull, game over. Do the world a favor. Yeah, I gotta stop saying it.
Okay.
Give a
Okay.
clue. You give me.
Okay, let's move this on a little bit. Who you think lie the most about body count? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Men or
Who
women.
lied?
Just be
Okay, all
100
right, I
about it.
won't.
Like
I
don't
won't.
try to take up for females. Don't try to take
I'll
up.
probably say women. Cause they're quick, bitch. I'll be quick to be not calling you a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't count. They ain't
Right.
count. Although you done had sex with this woman, you ain't like it. This don't count. This don't count. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
women probably do. Does that matter
I
to you?
agree.
Does that matter to you?
And when you think yeah, when you think it got to that point, when you think it got to that point with in a woman's world where she just start dismissing
Maybe because the
bodies.
sex was bad. I think like I think that when she think that the sex
Mm,
was bad or like you know what I'm saying, like he make her come or something or like it was a quickie or something, that they just be like nah, or she don't like him no more. Like it be all kinds of reasons why they'll say that the shit don't count.
so you just kind of you just feel like somebody cut somebody off and that's it. Like
Yeah.
nah,
I think that they can
it
think like
never
that.
happened. All right. Okay. Who you think catch
Oh,
feelings faster,
definitely men.
men or women?
You know what? This is such women are so fucking sensitive. It is like it's and although they put all the emotions on women because we are emotional creatures. We all are, but men gotta you gotta kind of substitute
Yeah.
yours because you gotta be the masculine man. You understand what I'm saying? But men are super fucking sensitive. The one thing I don't play
Right.
with on some real shit, and I think women should do that too. Don't play with no man's feelings. Like if you know you're not feeling her, let him know. Don't do dumb shit like you got a man in your house
Hmm.
then you got another man. Don't do shit like that. Don't because shit get out of hand. Like somebody could get
Right.
unfortunately. No,
You sound like you speaking from
no, because I know
experience.
not to
That
play
you
with
been
men
there
like that.
before.
Yeah, no, no.
Never. I mean, never. You never.
Not
Even in
even
your
like
young
after my
days, you never
son,
been
that
there
only happened
before.
one time, but this is my friend. Like this dude is of course he done tried to talk, but motherfucker, you my friend. He been in the friend zone, you my friend. So he was at my house cooking. My son's father was dropping. Now me and my son's father
Right.
have been done, right? We don't have sex, nothing, right? But it's been over. Son probably 5 at the time, and he comes and drops him off. He was like, "Who in there? Why? Like, what the fuck you mean? Drop him off, and I'm trying to close the door. This motherfucker put his foot in the motherfucking door. Now, like my heart was pounding a little bit because I'm like, yo, I know you're not about to clown, but on top of that, motherfucker, we don't even see each other like that. You understand what I'm saying? But then he gonna tell me later, he gonna tell me
Right.
like, yo, I don't want to see you with nobody. Bitch, you got a whole girl. What are you talking about? And it's been over. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
I know not to play with men.
Right. Right.
I know not to do that.
So you saying like when it's been over and somebody like that coming to your door, he put his foot in the door. I'm gonna ask you this right here:
Mm.
Who you think stalk? Who you think stalk like social media harder after they break up with somebody? Who you think stalk people harder after they break up with somebody? Would it be men or women? Just
A
be keep it a
crazy
buck.
motherfucker. It could be either one of the motherfuckers, a woman or a motherfucking man. You know, a person who don't know how to. Right.
And that's where I'm gonna have to
Yeah, it's
agree
right,
with
like
you.
a motherfucker who
I'm gonna
don't know
have to
how to let
agree.
it go. Like it's over with.
Crazy,
Maybe I
crazy.
don't know. They for whatever reason they feel like they just this is the only
Right.
person they just attach and they feel I don't know. People is not all right up here mentally.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna take that right there, but I got a rebuttal with this right here. But who you think will be the first one to say, you know what, I'm done, this shit over, but still want somebody to feed back into the situation, want them to text back, want them to call back, want them to come see him, want them to put in
Um,
effort.
which one to do that?
And this don't go for the crazy, because this go for, you know, people emotional creatures. So this go for tit for tat. This
Yeah, yeah.
either he or she. So who is it? Is it the man or the
I
woman
think
in
it could
your
be
eyes?
either or. It all depends. Like, cause now you, not for real. I'm
Oh, you gotta give
serious.
me one now.
I'm
I ain't letting you go. I ain't letting you stop. Nope, I ain't copping on to that. I need a buck. I need an answer right now. Women or men? Because right now this is the XX versus the XY. That's
right.
where we at. It's just one on one. It's you and me. You putting your input. I'm giving my input. Everybody get the
So
output. So
you
that's where
saying the
we
one
at
they
with it.
break up and the person who still wants to be texting and want them to spin the block.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, want you to put in the effort. Still want to get with you. Still want to, but they was the one who said, I'm cool. I'm done. It's over.
I'm
All
telling you,
that. So
because
who
all
you
the
think
stories
is
that
the
I
one that
heard,
do
it
that?
come from both sides. And I'm telling you, these motherfuckers be mental.
But who you heard it from the most? Then?
Men, God damn it. Right, men. Yes.
Man. So you think fellas will call it off? Just be like, man, I'm done. I cut Shawty off. I'm done. Just to be falling back on text, just to be calling back, just be
Right.
popping up at a job,
Because
just be
they
popping
want
up
to
at
get
a
that good
crib,
thing
just
back,
be
or
trying
thinking
to
that
be where she at.
thinking that they have like an attachment to it. Like, it ain't over. We still can, whoop de woo when we see each other, that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, some motherfuckers is mental out here for
Yeah.
real.
All right. I can say that.
It's all see,
You put it
it's all
well. You put a
individualized.
check in the box.
Seriously,
Let
it
it go.
can go both ways. Because some women, not from the women's side, who would do that, she may feel like, especially if the dude got money, we're gonna keep it a buck. If he got money and her money ain't as long as his or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
and she used to certain type of treatment, and she may she'll do some shit back to try to, text him back and tell him some she hungry and all this old wild shit. Bitch, it's over.
Yeah. All right. We seen that we
Mm.
was just talking about the internet and all that, right? Social media. Now let's just keep it a buck on this right here. We gotta agree because it ain't no way we can't agree on this one. Social media, it ruined, like it fucked up a whole bunch about relationships, about dating, about intimacy, about just compatibility, everything. When
Oh
you
yeah, definitely.
would you agree to that or no?
Especially for the
Okay,
younger
so with that
people.
said,
Like I said,
go ahead.
like people
Yeah,
in their
so
20s and 30s
go
and
ahead.
shit like that.
I'm listening.
Because I find like people be so fucking insecure about, and I don't know how old you are, but are people like, yeah? Oh, okay. So, dude,
I'm
like
41.
people, I just did a video on people being insecure about your man or your girl liking somebody's picture because they click like.
We're gonna get
That's
to that.
Yeah, that
We're gonna
shit
get
like
to that. Go ahead
that
though.
shit
I'm
like
listening.
boggles like, are you fucking serious? That is the equivalent of y'all two being out and you looking at somebody and he looking at I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just wandering your eyes. Like, you can like the picture, he ain't say he want to fuck or she want to fuck him or something, you know what I'm saying? You have to be secure.
But some people take it as maybe as a disrespectful clause. You know what I'm saying? Like a woman to look at you looking at a woman or whatever. I think it's cool as long as you ain't doing all that staring. You might check out something because we got eyes to see or whatever. You know what I mean? So, or then vice versa. Man might, you know what I'm saying? Damn, see all up in
Right.
his mix. Go get him. You know what I mean? You might have that type of situation. But for somebody who's secure with who they with, then it ain't gonna be that problem. So other than that, with the social media thing messing everything up, you gotta look at it like it's a bunch of fake lifestyles out here. People see people living this life out here on the internet. They live this great social media life. Oh, they got the best of this. They do this right here. They keep their nails done, keep their hair done. They got the best cars. They got the best social setting. They take the best trips. They eat the best food. They always happy. And when they sad, it don't last too long. And this and that. You know what I mean? It's something. It's always that fake lifestyle, but they ain't keeping it. They ain't keeping it like we've been saying a buck. They ain't keeping it real. So that's one thing the internet done really. What would you say the internet done blew in your eyes for people to,
Uh,
come
Definitely
about the way?
like what you just said is people like presenting themselves as this and they doing all this major shit and all this other shit. Y'all know that these motherfuckers be renting the shit, so, creating, putting fake backgrounds behind them. I know some
Big
people.
fact.
I know some people. I be looking
Big
at.
fact.
I know person. I be like, listen, your ass do not live like that. But okay.
This is my real couch. I can tell.
Oh, okay,
I
right.
can
You
touch
know what
this
I'm saying?
couch. This
Like
mine.
it's
But yeah.
it's crazy as hell. And then
Yeah.
people fall for it. And also the women, especially with the filters and shit. Like, I just be like, I did a video. I said, bitch,
Mm-hmm.
I ain't putting on no goddamn filter. Fuck that. This is who I am. You understand what I'm saying? women were doing the filters.
Yeah.
Not on, yeah,
The people got a filter fetish out here. You know that people got a filter fetish. They can't take a picture, and you even got some nails out here
yeah.
like that, which is the crazy. It blow my mind. You know, they got this thing where they gotta have a filter on their picture. You know what I'm saying? They don't want them blemishes on their face. They can't have them natural dark spots around their eyes or them little patches in their skin, or something that God gave them, something they born with, but they just gotta they got to touch it up a little bit with this AI or whatever
No.
little app effect that come with it. You got people that's doing that, and then when you see them, you already know that was the filter because you know what they
Yeah,
pictures
yeah,
look like. You know what they really look
yeah.
like. So it don't last too long. It don't last too long. That's what I gotta say. What you think about uh culture validation? You know what I'm saying? People got to do that a lot with the internet, with social media. People always need validation. They need likes. They need follows. They need attention.
Hopefully they're
They
doing it.
need this. They need that. And how you think that plays out in a
Hopefully the
relationship?
people who is overstressing the likes and all that and the views, hopefully they're getting paid.
Hmm.
Hopefully, because you definitely need that.
Right,
Yes,
right.
if you are
The
getting paid,
content
I
creators, I hear.
understand that. But you know what? Some people are so fucking insecure,
Right.
and maybe they never really got that attention until they got themselves on this shit. You understand what I'm saying? And then
Yeah,
yeah,
social media give
right.
a lot of
So
people the
if
spotlight.
this
It
is
do.
how they can feel glamorous and seen and sexy and shit, so then I can understand why somebody would. Yeah, I would understand why somebody would do that if they don't get attention like that in the real world. But you have to be real within yourself to know that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is they looking at some shit. Who I don't know if they fuck with the filters or got a BB Hill or whatever the fuck you done did to yourself or what do you think about the dudes wearing the motherfucking fake hair and
Like, I don't know what's wrong with just being you. What's wrong with being bald? It was
yeah, of course. What?
Tupac made it
That was my
cool.
husband.
You know what I
I
mean?
argued with a bitch in the park
But
about that. That's my husband. It was some crazy shit.
oh yeah,
I
you had
was
a
a
real
grown woman.
argument about
She was a
Tupac being your
teenager.
husband.
She's
So you got that a little bit crazy in your profile. Okay, let me find out.
spiritually. I know that's my motherfucking husband.
Smooth. Okay, all right. So is your husband still with us? No, I ain't gonna hold you right there. I ain't even gonna put it on right there. But people treat with social media, the thing I noticed that people treat relationships like a campaign or something like that. They treat it like they running for office. You know what I mean? They treat it like they that the person that they with gotta live up to these kind of standards or the person and we know better as people who at our age bracket. We understand that we seen
Right.
life without the internet. It was internet, but we seen it without this everyday social media. So with that being said, how do you think people fell into treating
And you know
a
what?
relationship like a
This is
campaign
also a young
on
person's
social media?
game. So yeah, like that shit is like it's
Yeah.
crazy. Once again, I'm thinking that hopefully they are a content creator and that they definitely make right that they making some
Back to
money.
that.
But to get
Back to
validation from
that.
people that you don't even know about and then maybe and then also maybe hopefully that if they're black that they are promoting black love if they both are two black people and they want to promote that because that's a good thing because that shit kind of getting frowned upon especially with the men who get all this money where they go right to some you know what
Yeah, that's something I think is big in Hollywood. I think that's big in like the rap game, all that, because you will see somebody and they got somebody who got a lighter tint on them or whatever, and they with them or whatever. And would you think that's like some kind of they just don't like they own kind, or they just trying to keep up with the
Okay, so that's
Joneses, or how you
yeah,
feel about
yeah.
that?
I did, I
Since you
did.
brought it up, you brought
I
it up.
think that well, as far as beauty is concerned, like if we turn on our TV right now, we flick through that motherfucker. All you gonna do, the majority of the people you're gonna see do not look like you and I. So they have been promoting
Right, right.
European standard of beauty like since the dawn of time. You understand what I'm saying? Like a black woman, like a natural black woman,
Mhm.
like in all her glory and shit. They don't really show her like that. You understand? So men are have been stimulated
Right.
visually to see. I'm not saying that anybody can be beautiful, right? That this is what beauty is. That your skin has to be
Mhm.
light and your hair has to be stringy and you need to be tall and you need to talk like, I don't know, like Caucasians doing shit. Bitch, we are not the same. You understand what I'm saying? So I think, yeah, so
Right.
I think men fall
Facts. Big facts.
into that manipulation. Black women also fall into it. Cause you look at and I love my sisters. I love my sisters, all of
Big
them.
facts.
I was one time, this was when I was
Yeah.
young. I was at
Without a
church
doubt.
one time and I was doing a survey and I was looking around, like 90% of the
Mhm.
women in church, all of them did not have their natural hair. But they had a wig, weaves, or wearing it with a perm or some shit like that. But then again, if you through history, if you think about that,
Yeah.
black women have been told that you can't even wear your hair natural to work. You understand what I'm saying? It just created a fucking law called the Crown Act where black people was getting fucking fired because they was wearing their hair in locks and cornrows and braids and shit. Like this is some real shit. So
Yeah. Some
with but
people
the
naturally
beauty
put
part,
on
like I
there.
really think that black men have been mind manipulated. Black women have also been mind manipulated into,
Mhm.
you need to look this way, and then even when you wear your hair in some cornrows or some braids, bitch, why you gotta put some weave in? I'm just saying, I'm just asking the question. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, black men do things, not all of them, but a lot of them. I just be like, God damn.
Let's, let, me, let me break in there. Let me break in there real quick. Then let me ask you right here. Do you think that stems from not having some type of emotional intelligence in like a relationship? Like you're not being comfortable with who you are is because you're not emotionally intact with being aware of, like, "Nah, I look good just being me. I look good with this coarse hair. I look good with this bald head. I look good, woo woo. Ain't nothing wrong with something that look, you know what I mean, just like me, or woo woo who talk like me, act like who, you know what I mean? Because some people understand that, and we get it. Most people don't, because this is America. You feel me? Like you start to see a bunch of you start to see a bunch of stuff that don't resonate with you, like. But you pass that because you pass the now sisters will definitely be show that they don't, you know what I mean, that they don't like it, they don't feel it or whatever. But we all see the
Mhm.
same thing just because of social media. It show you the same thing all the time with the see. You know what I mean? So is that because of not enough
Yeah, self
emotional
hatred is a real
intelligence or
fucking
what?
thing. It really, really is. And then like all this shit have talk. That's
Okay.
why I love like YouTube and like black people who start their own shit and then they put these black people on that we want to hear their stories and shit like that. So yeah, but self hatred is real.
Right.
And if you don't, and that's why it's
Mm.
imperative, parents, if you have children, black children, that you tell your daughters, I don't give a fuck, you have them, bitch. So you should, it's your daughter and your motherfucking son, handsome and beautiful, and tell them they can accomplish anything that they want. And it starts at home. So if you're not telling them this
I
at
agree with that.
home, you know what I'm saying? And then if they don't have like teachers that's around
Right.
them that that kind of look like them to promote that uh black beauty, their minds can just easily be warped into shit. You understand what I'm saying? So it all starts at home. So tell your children that they're
Mm.
beautiful.
Understand that 100%. So let me throw this out there. Like, um, why some people just they aware of that. So they I guess they emotionally aware of that. They consciously aware of that. So some people they're attractive without even trying. So for the people that's attractive without trying, what you think is the spontaneous thing about that they can even, you know what I'm saying, pass on to somebody? I mean, sprinkle it on to them or whatever. What you think is, you know what I mean,
Um,
right there?
well, I think that's also like,
And that,
well, I mean, if you just, well, you know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? So, and if you just, if
for
people
sure.
find you attractive, that's great. Or whomever find that person attractive, that's great. No, I mean, I'm hopefully we speaking about black people, so yeah, just stay on that topic. So, especially in your blackness. You understand what I'm saying? I've heard, I've heard some crazy shit. Like, why? I was one time I was out and these black men was saying, yeah, because my hair is natural. They was like, yeah, we call you women the Earth girls, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's cool. But and I was like, I like that. 'Cause, I am. We are Mother Earth. What you talking about? I'm the original woman. Okay, but yet he was being, but yet he was being. But he was being, he was trying to be, he was being insulting. You understand what I'm saying? I was like, oh.
Oh, yeah, I ain't
No,
even, hey, when you put that
yeah.
down, I ain't pick that up. I ain't catch that. I was still in that category because I thought he was giving praise, because what I understand, the thing we taught is that our women, even in our children, you see that. See, I ain't got hair right now, but I had hair before. But my thing is this right here. Our natural hair resemble these trees. You see them bushy trees, or you see how our hair, you take it down our braids, it hangs just like the tree. Everything about this
Beautiful
lets you know
thing.
that we
Yeah.
indigenous to this planet. You get what I'm saying? So we indigenous to nature. So that's one thing that I was,
No.
picking up from what you said, but evidently I missed it.
Yeah, he fucked
You know what I
my,
mean? He threw
and
that
then
one
they
or
was
whatever. But
laughing. I was like, what the fuck is
with
funny?
that,
And then like, it was like they was being insulting. Trying to be insulting.
right, right. With that being said, I gotta ask you this right here. Um, we all heard the expression, uh, men lie, women lie, things like that, right? This right here, I gotta ask you, why do people, why you think it is that people cheat
Because
even
of
when they in love with somebody?
the laws of attraction. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. And then it goes back to that question that you
The
asked
laws
me
of
earlier
attraction.
about lust, right? You can be married. I'm so glad you just asked.
Right.
You can be married and say you just got married. Right, you
What you
just got
know?
married and you go to work and there's some
Yeah.
new chick or new guy and and when y'all see each other, y'all got that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can feel it across the room. And then y'all get
Mm-hmm.
along, y'all gonna
For
fuck.
sure. For sure.
Right. If y'all get along,
Energy.
y'all gonna fuck. That's just it's just the laws of attraction. Now let me tell you something. I do not believe. Now I believe in relationships. I think it's a beautiful thing, especially if you have children, to have the two family home. I was raised in a two family
Right.
home. Companionship to grow old with, to build wealth with, like all of these things. But yet, me personally, and I know y'all have to understand, like, well, I also come from a sex work environment, right? So I don't have a problem. Like if I was to be in a relationship with
Right.
somebody, and after a mark, maybe like after a 5 year mark of us being together, like of doing other things. You know what I'm saying? Whatever those other things are.
So basically, what I just caught, you know what I'm saying? Because I caught that one. What I just caught is you would understand that you comfortable enough to know that okay, we got this relationship, this shit established. You cool to do your thing, you know what I mean? But respectfully, in the
I
way
mean,
that
but
you
yeah,
know
that
about it
wait,
or
wait,
something,
wait,
is that
wait,
what I'm
for him
hearing? Or
and
is this some
me, the
shit?
fuck? Like you ain't the only one getting some pussy, and I ain't getting no
Oh,
dick.
oh, so you didn't throw that out there the first time, so you saying
No,
you
I
you'll
mean,
give a hard pass,
like
but you need a
it's
hard
a
pass.
both
That's what you
way
telling me.
thing, and I'm not into like I'm like this is where my mind is at. I'm
Okay.
so like saying like normally the man will be the person that bring up the fucking threesome. I don't have no problem with that. I don't want to engage. I'll watch my man fuck a bitch. Like I don't have a problem. I sit in the room and watch. Like I don't want to participate. I don't want no bitch to
Right.
get my pussy because I ain't gay. I don't want no bitch doing nothing to me. And then I don't
Right.
put no stipulations on it. Like
Right.
he can't kiss her, he can't eat her ass, he can't lick her pussy. I'm not saying none of that. Go for it. But then just know, you know what I'm saying? Now, I know he probably would want to.
That when
Yeah,
it's
for
your turn,
sure.
you
Like
going
I mean,
all
hopefully
in.
I have somebody who understands that. But I even go ahead. I'm sorry.
So let me cut in because I gotta cut in. I don't want to
No,
lose
you're
this
not.
thought, and I don't want to be disrespectful by taking you from your story. Hopefully, you can remember that. But let me ask you this right here. So you would watch, right? And that's cool. That's cool that you would watch and you would enjoy that he doing his thing. Do you expect or do you think that your significant other would watch you? You know what I'm saying? Get pounded, choking out on, you know what I mean?
Right.
Another, you
No,
know
I
what I
don't
mean?
think that he
You
would.
get what I'm saying?
Like he would just know that I'm out doing what I'm doing.
Right.
In my mind. Then again, you
Right.
never.
Okay. So would you tell him like, hey, but is this one of them situations where, because you know, all fairness, you allowing him to do this. But when
No.
you doing it, are you sneaking out to do it? Like, are you just going out? Time out. You just going out. But are you letting him know, I'm about to go cut. I'm about to go fuck X, Y, and Z. I'm about to go.
No.
You know
It
that
got
ain't happening.
see.
You know, like I know. We go
Probably like due to the fact that my mindset and I meet somebody who kind of share the same mindset. Not to say that we have to do these things, but if it comes up, hopefully he'll be open minded to
Right.
understand. Like, and we can have a conversation, and also to make sure that we are compatible because we may not be. Maybe we could just be fuck friends or something. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Right.
if we, I'm just hypothetically speaking, so we married, we'd already had this conversation before we got married. I don't know had these. I mean, I'm the type of bitch, I don't give a fuck about talking about sex at the very beginning. Yeah, let's talk about the shit. But then again, see, I come from a different background. See, for a regular woman, no, men do not mention that on the first date. You know what I'm saying? But a woman that's in the sex industry and any type of sex, we don't give a fuck about talking about the shit. So, but anyway, right. But a regular woman,
it makes
like
no
no.
sense for you.
But hopefully, in my mind, the scenario is we're married. We done talked about it. We had our 5-year mark. That's for me. That's what I think. Like after 5 years, we done did all the things. Sex probably still good, whatever. But now I don't mind. You know, we can do some other things. And I will watch if he don't mind me watching. If he don't want me there, that's fine too.
Right.
But he would also know that I'm getting dick too. Like, I mean, if he want to be in the room and watch, he can watch.
So he was just you telling me something that I know most men you say from your background that it is going to apply to you, but I know most men couldn't fathom that shit. They couldn't agree to that. They wouldn't agree to that. Okay, like, you know, knowing that they wife out getting smashed, you know what I mean, or something like that. Because you bring him to a setting where you can watch. But you really you watching him be a dog, but you playing the cat because you going to do your shit. Whether he's supposed to know it in the back of his head, hold on, no, we ain't gonna sugarcoat the shit. Whether he's supposed to know it in the back of his head, or whether you just going out and you gonna get your thrill, you gonna get yours, but you doing it like a cat. He's doing it like a dog. This what I'm getting the hey. You put the shit down, you put the ice down and skate on it. That's all you gotta do. Cause you already said it like this. You said I would watch him. I would enjoy this. Now cut me off when I'm wrong. I would enjoy this. I don't care if he eat ass. I don't care if he eat pussy. But know that when it's my turn, I'm going to go and do this. You didn't say I'm going to do this in front of him. I'm gonna bring him down because you knew that ain't gonna fly. You knew that shit ain't even on the meter of cool from cold to hot. You already know that. So we both we gotta understand it now. We gotta understand that what you doing is doing it like a cat, even though you allowing him to do it like a dog.
Because the conversation has already happened. We done had this conversation.
Okay, the conversation happened. He know you gonna smash something, right? The conversation happened. Right? He know that somebody gonna fuck his wife. He know this, right? For a fact. But
probably not.
You don't know when. But you know when he getting down. But you know when he getting down because A, you either arranged it. 2, you either just over cool with it. It can happen. Bring her to the house. Whoa. What if he don't want to bring her to the house? Everything's still cool then?
My motherfucking house. That's first and foremost. We probably do it at a hotel. Don't bring that. The bitch gonna be looking around my house. All right. You understand what I'm saying? That's number one. So, bitch, no. Yeah. We'll do that shit at a motherfucking hotel. Yeah. But like we have been and had the conversation. See, let me tell you something. I have also talked to people, but these people were Caucasian. Quite a few of them who had this also type of mindset, who understand sexuality, right? sex is just sex. Now, mind you, when you
Right.
open up
Right.
that box, though, some shit can come out that
Mm.
motherfucker.
You talking about
Yeah,
Pandora's
like
box?
meaning he can fall in love with
Uh,
her, she can fall in love with him. The bitch can get pregnant.
and that's
The
true.
girl, if I'm having sex with somebody else, like he can fucking fall in love with me. Like I mean, there's a lot of factors that you have to, or possibly fall in love with him or in lust or whatnot. There's a lot of factors that can happen. So y'all have to, when you have this communication and understanding, then I think that y'all would better know how to handle it and also be honest. Like, say if the dude, like this one story that I
Right.
actually read, they were wealthy people, a couple black. They invited somebody in their bedroom. The bitch got pregnant, and when she got pregnant, she sued both of them for motherfucking child support. They tried to.
Wait, wait,
She,
wait,
tried-
wait,
she,
wait,
tried-
wait, what? So
yep,
they
they
had
got
a
threesomes.
threesome
Yep.
with somebody. They got money. But the husband got a girl pregnant. Then she
Yeah,
sued the wife
for
and the
child
husband
support.
because she got pregnant.
For child support. Now that I don't know,
Mm.
but I know that
Did it
that's what
work?
happened. So motherfucker,
Oh,
you don't see. That's why.
that's some New
Yeah.
York shit.
So,
That
but
happened
listen,
out
you
in New
can't,
York
you
or what?
can't. That's like people,
Okay.
especially thirsty bitches. You gotta be careful with them. Well, let me tell you another quick story, right? That this, I have
Right.
ADHD, like I told you. So, I had a lot of guys. No, not a lot. 3 guys wanted me to pimp them, right? And
Mm.
I'm sitting there looking. I mean,
So you just a madam
no, I didn't do it, but because I didn't trust them,
girl.
right? Right, and I didn't
Allegedly.
trust them. I was just like, I bet you if them motherfuckers get caught, them motherfuckers gon' tell them motherfuckers some snitching ass motherfuckers. They gon' and have my ass in motherfucking jail. And those type of situations is weird. And I met them. One of them I met on the beach. I don't even know. People be just coming to be telling me they sex shit. I guess they can feel it and shit. And another, right? And then another guy.
They feel the energy.
I met him in New York, so I was just out somewhere, or whatever. And another guy I met him like at the swinger spot. And I was just, all 3 of them, and I was just like, they was like, look, they had it down. One of them was already doing it. He said, you can help me, because he'd go to these very expensive like bars and shit, sit around, them white bitches they want some black dick, right? So he said he just sit around, and then of course some woman come and they go off and fuck whatever. And he said, but his thing was he'll get them, but he wasn't get them as frequent as he liked. He said, because I think that if I had you there as a woman, they'll feel more comfortable. You understand what I'm saying? To go back to a room with me or something like that. And I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Then another dude was like, he wanted me to do like, you don't know if you heard about back page or something. That's what people go for. Yeah. It's not around. It's not around no more. But this was Backpage. So he was doing the Backpage thing, and he was like, "Yo, I think that you can help me, guide my career." Because he was already selling his dick, so he was like, "If I had a woman there, like it'll be easy for me as well as you. I mean, as for the woman, because when we go to the room, they'll see you. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the women that they be fucking these black men, fucking these white women, they all are married, so they sneaking and geeking. You know what I'm saying? So, but I didn't do it because I ain't trust him. I was like, nah, I think you bitch will fucking, you a snitch. Like, no, I was like, no, definitely not.
I feel all that. With that being said, right? When it comes to like attraction, right? What is it like when people, overrate shit, right? People do things and say like it's like you said. Remember you said the law of attraction, right? So when you see something and it's a way somebody attracted to somebody. What is it about the toxic mystery? You know what I mean? But you attracted to somebody, but you get a bunch of guess what clues and shit. You got to figure out mystery. Motherfuckers a whole riddle. You know what I mean? What is it about
because
that?
we are not
Where you think that
taught,
shit stems?
which is why I'm trying to do to you hoes and men, your people just don't want to fucking listen. How to interact socially, and also what the fuck you seen when you grew up. If your mother was, I don't know, had men running in out the motherfucking house, if if your father had a whole bunch of, like, I had an uncle, right? I swear. Now, when I'm about to tell y'all, it is not no freaky deaky shit, right? It's wild. And I was like, I don't know why he said that, but my aunt Spot was a little girl. Like, all his niece and nephew all around. My uncle said he had to be probably in his 20s or 30s. He'd be like, yo, he was a fine chocolate. My uncle was fine. Yo, I had 3, 4, 5 bitches in the bed. He used to tell us this. We all looking like we kids.
Well, y'all was kids, right?
See, it all depends on, like, and my brother even told me, I'm telling you secrets. My brother said my uncle was the one who put him on, and he was fucking, he must have caught him fucking, and he got up and got out and told the woman to suck my brother's dick, and my brother was 14. So she be going out. So, but anyway, it's all about, like, how these people that's toxic probably didn't see a man and a woman together. Maybe their mother and father or was fighting. We don't have these conversations, and we have to. Listen, another thing, my niece is 15. She's on the HBCU tour right now, and they call me fucking, it's waking on my nerves. I don't want to talk to him. I said, so what's the problem? It's like, he just keep talking to me. I said, well, tell him to leave you alone. Tell him you don't feel like talking or whatever. And I said, but what is it about it that's making you that making you feel uncomfortable that you don't want to talk to? She couldn't express that to me. You understand what I'm saying? I said, if you feel, now, because she's not communicating, this is a problem that everybody has, because she's not communicating with me, so I have to figure shit out. Like these toxic motherfuckers. You got to figure this shit out. So I was like, so look, if the person's making you feel uncomfortable, I said, because he probably like you. If he's making you feel uncomfortable, that's why the chaperones is there. The elders are there to protect you, and you let them know. And I said, also, engage in conversation. Ask them to tell them that y'all need to start having a conversation on how to engage together, because little boys don't know how to talk to little girls. I remember when I was a young girl, now you always had this board, honey. So I remember boys back in the day, like when I was in the 6th, 7th, 8th, they used to, like, feeling on your butt and shit like that, which makes you a woman, like, makes you a young girl feel, I just feel so disgusted. I just cry, because I didn't know what the fuck was happening, because no one ever told me that, boys, they got, and nobody had told them that just because this girl make your dick hard, because maybe I probably made his dick hard, that he felt like, okay, my dick hard, now I'm gonna touch her ass. You know what I'm saying? But that's not how that shit goes. But no one is, that's a violation. But no one is having conversations with young people about this. And then when these motherfuckers get grown, like we talking about these toxic motherfuckers hide in the bushes and all this old stupid ass shit, because you're not mentally motherfucking strong. And you haven't had these conversations on how. And you haven't had conversations on how to engage, and also to let it go. When it's over, motherfucker, it's over. But we don't have these conversations.
Mm-hmm. Right. I cut in for a minute. I said that create a thirst trap, though. It really do. If somebody ain't teaching this person how to humble themselves, how to deal with somebody accordingly, how to know how to run game, how to get at somebody, how to see if they got interest, how to see if it's a likewise thing. If y'all got some compatibility going on, then this person gonna appear creepy. This person gonna be creepy. This person gonna be thirsty. They ain't gonna know how to situate themselves to be a player in this game that we play the right way. They gonna be somebody who, they out of bounds, so they off with it. You know what I mean? So you will understand already who you dealing with.
Listen, right, for real, I understand.
No,
I have had grown men, I'm not lying, grown, they like 40, 50 years old, have told me that they have seen a woman that was just so beautiful to them that they didn't even know what the fuck to say. But I was like they stumbled. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, say hi. You know what I'm saying? Like this, like don't like that like you said before, like you said, that creepy shit, like just gawking at a woman. Now, that makes me feel uncomfortable. Like I've always gotten attention from dudes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't like those dudes just what the fuck. Now I'm about to get this. What the fuck you looking at? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? What happened? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But a man needs to know. All you do is say hi, how you doing? What's your name? You know what I'm saying? And just get the conversation. Give her a
yeah,
compliment. And the
that
same thing
way.
for women. Like I'm learning to take myself outside the box
Conversation.
because we are taught that, like, if they see something, they better come get it. You know what I'm saying? They better say something. But a lot of men, they maybe he don't see you or whatever the fuck. Maybe you attracted to him. Then maybe you need to be the ta. Hey, how you doing? You look nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, put your game down.
Yeah, yeah.
We gotta teach them that.
So you know what? When you say that women, because nowadays we got women that'll take the
Oh, I
shot.
like
Bam,
women
she
like
gonna she
that.
gonna take the first shot because she see that you a little bit. Yeah, she see you might be a little timid. You might need a little help in that little
Uh-huh.
category. So she gonna up game you because she already know what she doing. She see you might be slow for a pro, but she gonna give you what you need. You feel me? So here she goes. She like, all right, I ain't gotta play hard to get with him
Mm-hmm.
because he already shy. You know what I mean? So she know how to open up that gate because he don't really know how to conversate. He don't really know how to make an introduction, how to break the ice. So that's when you get somebody who already in a mature mindset and know how to, conversation rule the nation. So she know how to speak or he know how to speak. You gotta sometimes allow that person, be that as it may, a female,
Yeah.
to
Uh,
go ahead and make
I
that
love, I
move.
love, I love
But
women who do that shit.
with that being said,
I knew this one. I used to hang out with this girl who was mad younger than me. I
yeah,
think she probably like,
yo,
my son is 21. She probably 21, 22. And me and her, we used to hang out. That was my girl. And one night
yeah,
we was out, and so she seen this dude, this fish with. I was like, "Oh, girl, you just encouraged me, because I ain't never did that." You know what I'm saying? But then the crazy
yeah,
shit was
yeah.
why he was asking her about
Man,
me, and then she was like, "Bitch, we should run a train on this motherfucker," and I was with it.
you was with it. Did it
I did
happen?
it. It didn't go down. I don't know
Did
what
it go
happened because
down?
I told her I was
It,
with it. I was like, yeah, let's
it
do
got
that
close.
shit. Fuck that shit. I was, yeah.
Yeah, it got close. It happened. It happened. Anyway, no, what you think though? Like, some people still play by them old school rules. Like, you know what I mean? Uh, Play hard to get, make them jealous.
Oh,
Don't call first.
oh.
Nowadays, don't text first. Stuff like that. Don't Do you think that ruins like the potential of having something that could
Yeah,
have just
that shit is just
took off?
corny. Like, in my eyes, like I think that's just corny.
Yeah,
If
for
you
sure.
like
So,
something and you want something,
hey,
go for it. What the fuck?
uh,
Especially if y'all
don't you
exchange
think
numbers,
so?
like, I mean, what the fuck
Yeah,
is the waiting for? I
yeah,
guess, like, yeah, I guess the people be like, they done created this thing in people's minds. Like, control your own fucking thoughts, motherfucker. Don't let motherfuckers tell you, like, oh no, no, you
yeah.
seem
That
thirsty
way.
if you call them. Why? I mean, so what? You just met him? I mean, but don't be crazy. Don't do it like after 30 minutes. Like, wait a
Yeah.
minute, bitch, you just got my number.
Yeah. See, some people like intimacy, and you say you
Mm,
get that game on that intimacy coach level. Let me ask you this right here: Do you now? I know you probably gonna say like it depend on the person, but I need to know like, do you
okay.
recommend this like in a normal setting? Do you recommend the that kissy touchy, that cuddling, that how you feel about that? That texting on. You know how people be acting like they're in that little puppy stage, that new love or whatever. But do you
Of
recommend doing
course.
that during a relationship? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't the beginning of the relationship, but this just like,
See,
everybody
and
don't
you
want
heard
that.
this answer your own question. You was like,
You,
you don't want me to give you that type, just an individual. No, yes, I
I'm
definitely
asking, do you
do. And then
recommend it
again,
though?
just like what you just said, everybody don't like that. Like I remember one time I was telling, so I told you about the dude that was crazy, who had the crazy dick. I used to always be on him, loving on him, touching on him, everywhere we was, right? And my sister married, but my sister's
Right,
like
right.
this bitch is like she like a hardcore type bitch, like in her mentality, right? And she's not a touchy feely person at all. And she was like, bitch,
Hmm.
she said, now this is her words. I don't
Right.
use the N word, but she was like, niggas don't want nobody all up on them like that. And I said, bitch, I am a touchy feely, loving.
Yeah.
I even do that to my son. That's why I think my son my son, like, he know how to treat, like, I've been teaching him how to treat a girl. Like, since he was in kindergarten, he had these pencils, right? And it was female like. So I said, "Is there a girl that you like?" And the girl, not like that you like. He was like, "Yeah." I said, "Well, give it to her tomorrow." And he gave it to her. And I tell him, whenever you go to a girl's house, you always take the mother some flowers. And the girls some flowers, and if the daddy's there, you shake his head nice and, like, you firm shake, and look him in his eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Firm.
And that shit, like,
Yeah,
so
firm.
because my son is getting taught.
Yeah.
But I think being loving is a great thing. Unless, like, y'all two are like, like you said, like, some people
Okay.
don't like it. Why, I don't know. But
Yeah. I got to run through something because when you said some people don't like it, I got to run through uh, characteristics in the
okay. Hmm.
relationship or in situationships. You know what I mean? So I want to run through this right
Hmm.
here. Red flags, right? So let's categorize if it's a red flag or if it's just what I'm saying a people thing like the way you're supposed to feel. Like is it a red flag if let's just look at it on the note. Is it a red flag if somebody and you have an argument and somebody
Uh-huh.
cry, whether it's the male or the female? Is that a red
No,
flag
I
or is
think
that
that
just a
person
people
probably too
thing for you?
sensitive, and that's a good thing, actually, because if they crying, that means that they are in tune with their
Uh,
emotions. Some people, like, hold back shit, like, you know what I'm saying, and they know that they
okay.
probably want to, but they just hold that shit back for
Yeah,
to just
yeah,
try to
yeah.
be tough or whatever the fuck. But if it's a situation where, like, that person is crying, I think to me, that's a good thing. It's telling me that this person is in control of their emotions. Quick question. I'm putting my son's father on blast. That motherfucker's a
Okay.
crying motherfucker. My son's father would cry. He don't give a fuck. That motherfucker will cry.
You
Like, for
need
real, he
you
he
need to
will
stop.
cry, and I like that about him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah, and
Okay.
also, like, he
Okay. You
wasn't, and
like
that
that
also
he would
showed
cry.
me,
Okay.
like, and just getting to know him, that he was like, that like, some men can be like overly masculine, and everything is a duel with everybody. And he wasn't like
Yeah.
that out in the streets. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That
yeah.
that
He
fake
wasn't he
alpha
wasn't
setting.
like
That you
that
know what I
at
mean?
all.
Yeah.
So, and I like that.
Yeah, he know how to be him. I mean, to an extent, I understand what you're saying. So another thing, like a red flag, sharing locations. You think that's a red flag, or is that just what I'm saying, a couple thing that you supposed to be able to, like somebody you gotta know where I'm at all the
Yeah, I
time.
think, yeah,
You
I
know what I
think,
mean?
yeah,
Like,
to me, I think that is a little
I
motherfucking
mean,
crazy. A little bit. Yeah, yeah, like,
so that's red flag.
sometimes,
That's red flag. Yeah,
yeah, like, if this woman or that man is a warrior, like, I'm worried about you, I want to make sure you're okay, that type of thing. Now, you see, now my relationship with my son is
yeah.
different. Now, I definitely got his location. You understand what I'm saying? But a man, I know, okay, right, that's
We
true.
ain't talking about
But
your
a man,
son.
I don't think
We
I
talking
would
about
want to. I don't
couples.
need his
We talking about
location, and I'm
couples.
not going through his motherfucking phone. Yeah.
Okay,
Mm.
I was bringing that up. I was bringing that up. Like checking somebody, checking
Oh yeah, for
somebody's
sure.
phone. Is that
Cause you
red
gonna see
flag?
some shit in that
That's
motherfucker.
red flag. Okay, what about you brought this up already. What about liking pictures, liking old pictures? Say
An
like
ex?
somebody like somebody pictures, but they don't mess with them no more, but they have messed with them before, and you aware of
I
this right
know
here. Is
I am
that red
secure,
flaggy
like,
to you?
within myself, but then again,
I mean,
yeah,
it's probably the
right,
wrong
right.
question to ask somebody in the
But
sex
for a
world. You know what I
younger
mean?
person,
But
for a younger
for
person, yeah, like, them
somebody
young
who,
people definitely,
yeah,
they be in
yeah,
their
for
feelings
somebody who,
hard about the, like, see, mind you, social media didn't come to me. Social media came to me when I was an adult. You know what I'm saying? So this is a young person's game. This shit right
yeah,
here.
for
You know
real.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
for them,
yeah.
yeah, like, it's like they really be in their feelings about that. But that's why you also, once again, people, your children, you have to teach them to be confident in themselves, and also to not, well, I don't even know how to,
Mm-hmm.
because, like, my son is not crazy, like, on the social media, like, he be on that shit, but we had conversations about that. You ain't arguing with nobody, we ain't doing, you don't invest in that. I talk to my son like low vibrational, and or he has this type of talk with his mother. I mean, with his mother give him and his father give him that type of talk. So
Yeah.
I think it's also once again coming back at home. Like, what the fuck is y'all teaching y'all motherfucking children? You just can't let your kids out like blah, and they on the motherfucking internet, and then now they got a boyfriend, and now this bitch crazy, and now she going over somebody's house, and she fighting the mama and busting out windows and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing
I think that trickle down. Like you see somebody in your family or somebody in your set in your circle do something like that. I think that kind of behavior trickled down because you grew up around it and you might bust a window, slash a tire because you seen your mom or your auntie or somebody else. You seen somebody do that, right? And then that probably be some shit that trickle. But I'm gonna ask you this right here. What's the funniest what's the funniest relationship uh what's the funniest disaster you done seen up in a relationship before? Something that you done had.
Oh,
This ain't nobody else.
funniest
You, personally.
disaster.
You feel me?
Okay, so this one dude, like, and this really true. See, I'm a person who like to laugh and shit like that. And oh god, I do not fuck with sweet dudes, but this dude was a
Hell yeah.
sweet dude. He caught me outside. You know what I'm saying? And he made me
Yeah.
laugh. Next thing I know, we fucking the shit was wild. And then on top of that, not
That's
and
you,
then on top of that,
man.
what was crazy
Yeah.
was that okay, he had a little dick though, and he would ask me, "Is my dick little?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Fuck you, bitch." Did he have a little dick? And
Wait,
I
what?
said, "Yeah." He said, "Fuck you, bitch," and he put me the fuck out. And I was like, "I'm not gonna do it." Like the shit, like I told you,
That's what you get. That's what you get for being honest.
what?
That's what you get telling the truth. I gotta ask you this right here, then. Since you mentioned that, okay, what's the pettiest thing somebody ever did? See, he kicked you out. What's the pettiest thing somebody ever
Oh my
did to
god, me
you during a breakup?
no,
Or the pettiest
my
shit you ever
well,
did during a breakup?
when I left my son's father, I took everything. He came back. That shit was
Hmm.
empty. Hmm.
You took everything.
I
You
mean, no,
took
like
combs,
furniture and shit.
toothbrushes, toothpicks.
And then like he was like, "I want my family back."
Okay.
No, it's over with. But I did. I took everything. But we was always on our way. But the funniest thing that ever happened to me. This is with my son's father. I'm asleep. I wake up in the. I'm like, what the fuck is my hair missing? This motherfucker done cut my motherfucking hair. I think he took a
Yeah,
zoo. Yeah, like he
you
cut like
a
a chunk
bald
out in the back.
face.
He got my ass.
What you do after that? You ain't got a style.
I can't
You
remember
ain't got
what.
a
Yeah, but
style. You had to
it was like right
fix.
over here. He fucking took my shit the fuck all the way. We was on the way. We was on the way of being over with in the first place. But no,
And
I
what
took
you do to
everything.
get
I
your
left
get
when I
back? Cause
left.
you know
And
you
he
got
went to
your get
work,
back. What happened?
came back, and we was gone.
Mm-hmm.
And everything in the house was gone in the apartment.
Mm. So
Yeah,
you, but this the
but
man you said
shit
you
don't.
had good sex with. Okay, let me ask you this right here, since we on that topic, cause I gotta run down this lane. We
Okay.
gotta take it down this little hole real quick. You think that can some good sex save a
Toxic.
toxic
How
relationship?
toxic? Uh,
I mean, shit,
I
toxic is toxic. Can good
no.
sex
I
save
think
toxic?
good sex is good sex, and people need to stop putting. They gotta put some respect on what sex is. Sex some it don't have any emotion. This is what bitches be getting it fucked up at. Just because somebody fucking you real
Right.
good, that motherfucker will fuck you. My brother, I have a brother who is a whore, and he's married. My brother's a whore, and I know all his shit. Yeah, and he married.
And he married.
I know.
Why you put his business on jail like
My
that?
brother's a whore, and I know all his shit. And
My bad.
he be telling me like, you like bitches be trying to tell me that they love him. And he was like, bitch, I get up. He said, yo, I'll fuck these bitches and get up and leave and shit. So a man would fuck you and leave you like,
Yeah.
but as far as if you're in a relationship and you know that it's toxic, it's not going to save it. It's still going to be toxic after the fucking is over with. You understand what I'm saying? Your mental is important.
Yeah. And with everything being toxic, with everything being toxic, the internet being alive is the main go to. You think people fall in love slower
Hmm.
now
Damn, that's
because
a
of those
good
two reasons?
ass.
Because of
That's
toxicity
a
and because of the internet. Do you think people fall in love slow at a
mm.
slower rate? Do you think people don't
Yeah,
really
yeah, yeah, yeah,
love now?
yeah.
Now people lust a lot. Don't get me wrong. We
Yeah,
already cleared that shit up. Do you think people is falling in love slower because of toxicity and because
not
of
yes,
social media?
for sure. I be seeing that shit happen all the fucking time. I just be like, what the fuck is going on? First of all, everybody's selling whatever the fuck they selling, like they lifestyle or whatever the fuck it did. A person will fall in love with that lifestyle and then they get together and it's like, because you don't know each other, you didn't get a chance to get to know this person, and then like it's flat and they might fuck or whatever the fuck. Another thing that bugs me out is like these little girls be going out and get flued out. Bitch, how you getting flued out? Why you let somebody flued you out? Why? Somebody you don't even fucking know. But yeah, I definitely
Mm-hmm.
believe people that these young people are definitely falling in love slower.
Yeah,
Because it's all an image. It's all a
yeah.
facade.
So with toxicity, I'm asking you the same shit. With toxicity and social media, you believe it's the same reason that people falling out
Because
of love
say
quicker?
that question again. Okay.
Because of a lot of toxic shit, and because of social media giving people something fake to live up to. You think that's the reason that a lot of people falling out of
Do they
love
even be
quicker?
in love? That's the question. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That
but yeah,
that is a real
I
question.
believe so. Like, this shit is really triggering a lot of people. Like, this social media thing is triggering a lot of people into like, not being in or jumping out of love because somebody clicked like on the motherfucking picture, and then also you people like to go through motherfuckers' phones, and then you see
Right.
the shit that they looking at, and all this old
Hmm.
shit. So yeah, I would say so. Yes.
Okay. So when people deal with that, you think when people like emotionally unavailable, you think that's more normal now? Like people using
I
that
don't even think them motherfuckers really know what that
as a
means, and they
normal
be
thing?
saying it. But uh, yeah,
Hey, some people ain't got no feelings. Some people act like they ain't
yeah,
got no
because
feelings, but some people really ain't got no feelings. Like when it comes to because of social media, because it done hardened them. It done show them that
how about
people. Some people don't want love. Some people don't. Some people just really don't want to. Yeah, I got a partner. I had a partner who told me he used to say this. He swore by. He lived by it. I think he probably married now somewhere because he used to say this to me for real. And I know this probably came back to bite him. He used to look dead in my eyes and tell
oh
me, "I
wow,
don't fuck with that love shit." And when he said it, he meant it. Like he meant it to his core. Like he didn't fuck with love. He didn't want nothing to do with it. He'll smash something, he'll something, but
but
he
this,
didn't get attached to nothing. And when I say he didn't get attached to nothing, he had some bad pieces. He had some you can look at somebody envy, somebody want. He can get her with ease, but he didn't want nothing to do with her after that. He didn't fuck with no love shit. He didn't want no strings attached. He didn't want to keep it going. No, for him it was
oh
before
wow.
him it was on to the next one for
You
real.
know what?
Like
Maybe
he didn't fuck
somebody
with love.
probably heard him. That's what it sounds like. Like he probably he
I
no,
don't
but
know. He
still,
was young,
it
so
could have been his.
that's why I said he
Because let
probably
me tell you something. It could have been his mother. I had this one dude tell me this black man.
yeah.
Well, it's two. So this one dude who he was about to marry this girl, whatever. They was engaged. He come home, she fucking in the house because she fucking in the house. He don't fuck with black women no
Mm.
more. Another black man, some when he was young, some his babysitter who was
Okay.
a black teenager because he was young, she was fucking and sucking on him, so he don't fuck with black women. So I'm just saying, like a lot of shit you don't be understanding for real the psychological impacts that be having that has on people, the experience that they have, experiences, the reason why that they think and do the things that they do.
Shit, that was That would be my reason to fuck with it.
No, you say
Sister,
that. Not
yeah.
you. No, you say
I
as a grown man, but as a fucking
mean,
6 and
yeah,
5 year old.
it warned him. I get what you're saying. It
No,
warned
she
him in a
definitely
way,
did. She
but
raped
shit,
him.
you know, like that all go in the thing. Oh,
Yeah, that's a
shit,
rape.
I ain't think about the rape.
She's sucking his
I
dick. He's like, she sucked my dick. She's like trying to put my little penis in her pussy, put her pussy in his face, made him lick it, like made him lick his this one was in the 3rd grade, and I remember another one told me.
Oh no,
That's what I'm
third grade
saying.
is too young for all that. He couldn't even what's a nut to endure that he did get raped. He got molested.
Was saying sexual violation.
There ain't no reason to
I
tap
had
out,
another
bro.
guy
But anyway,
who was young too at elementary school. That his babysitter was doing that to him, and he would go. He said he would be looking at his teacher like he could fuck her, and then as an old, I mean, him was cool. Of course, he tried to shoot a shot. Boy, boo, we cool. Because I was the people how he treat women, and then so years go by. We just happen to sit at the park, and we sitting at the park and we talking. He was telling me, he started telling me about that happened to him. And I was like, oh, that's why you treat women so badly. And these women, like, I guess his dick game was crazy or something. I mean, one time he had this bitch stand outside. I said, yo, she ain't still outside. He said, yes, the fuck she is. Where'd you go downstairs? I went downstairs, this bitch was outside.
yeah.
But some women are so, yeah, right. They so infatuated with the shit because we is not having these fucking conversations.
Now I gotta throw this out here. With shit like that, you said he had her standing outside. She stand outside. He make it happen like that. What you think about somebody that could just make them all of a sudden like? Now you was feeling this, you feeling this nigga, or you know them to be attractive. What you think could make them just unattractive? What's one thing that can make somebody unattractive?
For me personally,
instant.
Oh yeah, lying.
Yeah,
I don't like lying. Ain't no need to lie.
That way. I mean, you said that earlier too. You said some dude start popping off at you. Then he told you, "Oh, I lied about my age." Woo, woo. Yeah, that would have been it for me too. All right, let me ask you this right here. Everybody look at things differently on the level of relationship because everybody ain't had a sex life and been in the sex world like you. But you think somebody who, yeah, you laugh at that shit, but it's true. For a lot of people, this is going to be mind-boggling, mind-blowing to even listen to. And it's something they can't stop listening to, But I got to ask you this right here. If somebody in a relationship with somebody and they got their emotions attached and they involved deeply, and that person cheat on them, all right? Do you think somebody can change, like truly change after they cheat on that somebody? You think they can repent, reform their ways, or you think once a dog, always a dog? What you gotta say?
I think cheating's gonna happen regardless. Like, I very seldom meet motherfuckers who haven't fucked somebody else. Now, mind you, I had tried to have a conversation. Now, these people are older. The one was 67, I think the other, no, he probably 40. They are well accomplished, right? Meaning that, okay, well, financially, I don't know how they are within their wellness. But I asked them, I said, have you ever cheated on us? It's just us two. The two men and myself. I'm always asking sex questions. You ever had sex outside your marriage? They both married. And both of them said no. And he was like, the reason why, the one guy said the reason why, he said, because I got too much to lose. And I was just like, yeah, he was like, yeah, because some bitches will come in and fuck your shit. Especially, that's why I'm saying, like, if I was to fuck, like, if I was married, you definitely would come. You would not. Once somebody know your lifestyle, and if they not living their lifestyle, you think they gonna try to, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Some people, a lot of people. So I think that I think because of the law of attraction, motherfuckers is gonna fuck. But he did say that he did get his dick sucked. So you did fuck. What you talking about? You came in somebody's mouth. What the fuck is around?
I mean, come on now. Everybody ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of head. Ain't nothing wrong with
your girl would be devastated. She would be devastated.
he might be the most faithful. I ain't never put this in nobody else, and he can stand on that. He can have a real
But that shit could be
conversation with his
set.
wife
That
and
shit could be
reassure
set
her
for he'll
that
come
this
back
is her.
and eventually, like, she gonna throw that pussy around. He gonna fuck it.
I'm not gonna disagree with that. I mean, no, for real. I mean, I seriously see that happening. If you got somebody that's just, if you're a type of person, you enjoy some head, and somebody really got a moist mouth, got the bomb head, whatever, you know what I mean, for real, and it take you by surprise because you don't get that done like that at
Oh,
home,
that's the
then
question. Then.
of course you probably is. Your mind gonna wonder, it's gonna linger like, man, if you probably want both sides of the coin. If the head that good, then the tail's got to be that good. You never know. I mean, it is what it is. Like in a grown up setting, you know what I mean. Just to know
Let me
that
ask you a question.
somebody cheating on
So if
somebody
you
with
got a
head.
girl, like say you got a girl,
What's up
whatever.
with?
I says ain't nothing wrong with a little head, right? What if your girl gonna get her some little head? Is that a problem?
All right, holla. You know what?
You
That's
lying.
that's
You
not a
lying.
problem because you know why I'm gonna say that. No, no, you talking to the right one. This one I'm gonna say it right here. Like, if now I can't just throw no shit out there to shade it. It's not my thing. Like I ain't no. It don't be my thing to just be going crazy, giving what I'm saying, giving her head. If she go find that shit somewhere, somebody who like to do that,
What
man, you
so
doing me a favor.
you don't like
Trust me.
licking
You
pussy?
doing me.
You don't like to
You
lick
just
pussy?
doing me a service, player. It ain't that. I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm gonna do that. You know what I mean? But it's not my go-to. You know what I mean? Some people let's just keep it real. And let's keep it real though. Some people love just giving head.
Yeah.
It's
I know people
females
that's
I
like
met
that
just
too.
love giving head. It's partners like that just love giving head. I know people who just love eating ass. And that's the new thing.
Yeah.
It ain't so new no more. But what I'm saying is, there's some people who love just licking the wrinkle. Go ahead and do you, players. You know what I'm saying? If she out, and I mean this with everything in me. If you out and that's all you doing is getting a shot of head,
Okay.
that ain't nothing to be mad about. That ain't she got some head. Now I would hope she understand if that's
Well,
that
I
now
have a
I hope we can
question.
see eye to eye.
So for real
Different
shit,
strokes for different folks. I
I
say
had
it
a dude. I
like
remember
this.
because I had a
I
dude who
do
don't
it.
like his dick
I
sucked.
do it.
That was what. You,
That's gay. I
that's
mean,
gay.
that's
He
that's
said
awkward.
he sounded like the no teeth sucked. It just don't do nothing for him. He like he want to fuck. He just want to fuck.
Okay, all right. I think I understand that.
Yeah.
No, I don't understand. No, I can't. I think I understand that. No, I can't. No. Just like any other man, you know what I mean. I'm gonna give my woman some head. But it ain't the first thing I want to do all the time. You know what I mean? So you got some who just like to do their thing. But of course, if we gonna stimulate some shit, of course I gotta do that. That come with it. You know what I mean? But I'm not just all just going to town all the time. I ain't trying to go to the buffet. I just might want to beat something down. That's just how that go. But am I gonna eat a random stranger? Fuck to the hell no. That's how that go. I'm gonna ask you this right here. Transition. All right, check this right here. What you think is the most misunderstood shit about women, and then what's the
As it
most
relates to
misunderstood
what?
shit about men? As relating to a being, like holistically, who a man is, what's the most misunderstood shit you think that is misunderstood
All
about
right.
men? That this is your opinion, and then what you think is the most
The most
misunderstood shit
misunderstood
about
thing
women?
about men is that they are not sensitive. Because they are.
Mm.
But most
That's some true shit.
misunderstood
That's some
about
true shit.
women is that all women are nurturers because they are.
Mm. Oh, I'm telling you, you batting the shit out of these questions. I'm gonna ask you like that. Some shit I be, is hit or miss, but I'm feeling it. I'm gonna say it like this: that you just put that down, you put the check in the box. That's where it go right there. Because every woman has a nurturer. Like some niggas want their back rubbed. You know what I'm saying? They want to
Uh-huh.
be you know what I mean? For real, they want their shoulders done. They want
Yeah.
but she ain't got it in her. You know what I mean? Or you know what I'm saying? Or might be feeling a little sick. And she ain't even there to play doctor, cause she don't do that type. You know what I'm saying?
She probably throw you the
She
medicine. Like,
can't
take that shit.
understand that.
Fuck
She
out
don't.
my face.
Yeah. You know, I don't know. You ever had a situation like that where somebody expected something out of you that you didn't do, and then what? You know what I
Something
mean? How did
I
you handle that?
didn't do. Oh, if I didn't do something I didn't do,
Well,
I
shit,
was
I'm talking.
probably mad. Now I remember one instance. I was this one instance.
Okay.
Back to my son father. I don't know why I keep going back to that story and shit. But but anyway, he he was on his way. He was going on vacation, and he asked me to go fix him his, to fix him something, to fold his clothes or something. I was like, no, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't do that shit. And then when he was gone, I was blowing up his
Yeah.
motherfucking phone. Where you at? And then I know he was fucking somebody because his friends answered the phone. I was like, yeah, well, tell him I love him and all that other shit. But yeah, when I was acting real dirty before he left, he was fucking.
All right, shit. Yeah,
Yo, he was.
probably
No, he
not. You know,
definitely was.
you probably was wrong. All right. I think you
Right.
was wrong. But anyway, taking up this mode shit is crazy, right? But let me say this right here. What's the what's the what's the sexiest non-sexual
A
shit that
woman
somebody
or a
could do?
man?
Something that somebody could do.
Oh,
Either
the
or.
sexiest non. What's the non what?
The non-sexy shit. What's the sexiest non-shit? They like
Okay.
somebody ain't. It ain't even a sexual thing. What's the sexiest
Sexy.
non-sexual thing somebody could do?
Oh,
A man. Just tell me that right now.
gifts are nice. Like for real, like nice gifts. Oh yes, yes, definitely that. A
Okay.
woman definitely, and not only that, like something that's very thought provoking. You know what I'm saying? Like you know her, you know what she like, and did you say a fucking condom? Yo, you know what? Definitely not no fucking condom. But yeah, like something that she like, and he
All right, go
gifted to
ahead,
her,
Dave.
and
Mm-hmm.
like by surprise or something, like you send it to
Mm-hmm.
her job, or you have it planned out at home. A non-sexy thing that a woman can do
Mm.
for a man, in my opinion, is I don't know, like just do like some serious
I'm
like
listening.
catering to him, which is something I do like anyway if I was in a relationship. But switch it up. Like say if you come home, like you come home,
Mm.
your house is always how it is. You have like do some redirecting. Maybe you put the bed in the living, the mattress on the floor, and like I don't know, just decorate it some different way. Is that still that's sexy? So no, that's not right.
I mean, it's on the borderline of non-sexual. It's not like he for sure finna get some ass because you done
And have
decorated
like
some
some
shit. You know what I
food,
mean? Just you
like
just
oh
put
wait,
it.
oh god damn it, that's see my mind goes straight to sex. God damn, right, you're right.
You going straight to strawberries and whipped cream and all that. You got
I
some
was about to, I was about
you
to
got some
say,
shit planned. You got
for
grapes
real, I was about to
in
say
the
because I'm
ceiling.
not insecure. Like have like say like what would be funny to me? I always find men who like titties. I got nice titties when they come out my bra, but they like titties. Like I like a lot of men be attracted to me like titties. I'm like, bitch, why you ain't no like they like real big ass titties. Like have a bitch come over and cook and like or maybe she don't cook, or maybe she just serve us, and she in the apron with her titties out, shit like that. Cause he like titties.
Oh, okay. All right. What would you say? What's some shit you think somebody should never bring up, or some shit somebody should never say? You know what I'm saying? Wow, without getting
Well, you
into
know
it.
what? See, I don't have a whole nother. See, my line of thinking.
I know. The craziest shit is asking you
And
this. You know what I'm
and
saying?
this
Just
is some
knowing
real
that,
shit
knowing
that
your
happened to me.
background. But I gotta ask.
So, this one dude had told, well, I just moved to my new apartment, and he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna fuck you all over this house." And when he said that, I was like, "What?" So, he was just a person who he was a fuck friend. We see each other once a week. Either I came to his house or he came to mine. And we was in my kitchen on the counter, and he was fucking me. And this motherfucker said, "My name is Rill." He said, "Sir." And I heard it, but I didn't give a fuck. I was like, "Yeah." You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, but a regular person, right, don't, bringing up your ex. Doesn't nobody want to hear. Yeah,
So
no,
it's
well, no,
probably
I didn't give a
somebody
fuck.
else's
Cause
name for
especially
you.
fucking me,
Like
it don't
that's
matter. We'll talk about it afterwards, but I don't give a fuck about that shit. So, but bringing up your ex, nobody give a
right.
fuck about your ex. If you if you feel like
Right.
you wanna
I got.
if you feel like you wanna have a conversation with this bitch, then baby, you need to call her. That's what I tell bitches to tell motherfucking man. Like, don't be fucking telling me nothing
Big
about
facts.
this bitch. I don't give a
Big
fuck.
facts. Yeah, like
And it's
right there. Yeah, we in the now. That's how I be feeling. We in the now right now. So you know what I mean. All that other shit, that shit dead. You know what I mean. If you want to flashback, rewind, go ahead and do that, but don't do
exactly.
that at this time. You know what I'm talking about? I'm already feeling because you know, like it's situations like a female will start talking about her ex, but she'll end up fucking you. You get what I'm saying? The craziest part, like, bitch, what you think about this nigga? He making you turn you on or something
You
like
don't
that.
know what
And
somebody
that's the
you don't know
craziest
what
shit
somebody
that
think
that
about when they
that
fuck. I
happens.
don't have plenty of men tell me they done fucked. I don't have I had
Yeah,
plenty
you
of men
know,
tell me
people
that
think
they
about other
was
people.
thinking about me while they
People
was
think
fucking their
about other
bitch. This
people.
one dude, he saw me at a club. Now this somebody I'm cool with. He been trying to get at me for years, but he's a whore. Boy, please, I know you. So he was like, "Yo," he said, "all I was thinking about was that motherfucking white
Yeah,
dress when I was fucking." He said, "I saw your face. I didn't even see her." I was just, I heard like, but they ain't no flex or no shit. But cause you don't know, I have fucked somebody. Now the
damn,
laws
that's
of
what.
attraction, right? It was I told him a gym chick. So this when I was going to actually the gym, and me and this dude was together, and man, this dude had this chemistry. It was from across the gym floor, like it was wow. I was like, yo. So then one day he called me. He said, "Yo, we should go to the pool." And I was like, "Yo, I know if I get this pool, I'm gonna fuck this dude." I already know because the shit is like, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't go, which I regret because I wish I would have fucked him. But
Why you always got something that's supposed to happen that don't happen? Tell the true story. Let me hear the real. What? So y'all was in the pool. Now start
we
from that
didn't
part.
go to the
Y'all was
pool.
in the
He
pool.
invited
What
me. I
happened after
didn't
that?
go. But the point is like what I'm talking about is, wait, no. Look,
Was it
rewind,
after?
like about what people think when you're having sex. But when I was fucking the dude I was with, I was thinking about him though. You don't know what somebody mindset.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And you can't. And another thing, women. I have heard women tell me
Okay.
that like I don't fuck watching porn and like what's God damn why it's always my baby daddy. So we're watching porn and like you know what I'm saying. And I'm just like my in my mind because I'm a creative. I was just like I like what this man was doing. So my mind was on that, not necessarily on him, but on that. And who knows what his mind probably was on that too? Who gives a fuck? But I've heard women say that
Yeah.
they don't want to watch porn because they said these bitches insane. Like, I don't know what he looking at. What are you looking at? Who gives a fuck? You watching the shit.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. You in the
Do you
moment.
watch porn?
Yeah, you in the moment. I mean, some people can't. Some people can't. I mean,
Yeah.
just like the next part, I ain't care way about it, but
Ain't
I
no good
watch it
one.
if it's there. You know what I'm saying? For real, stimulate
I
the
got one
situation.
that's good. Oh
You
my
know,
god. I remember one time somebody was fixing something. This was back.
you in it?
No.
Is you in it?
No, no.
I'm, I'm just wondering. You listen. You said earlier. You very beginning of this conversation. You said I was in the porn. I
No,
was
I was a
shit. Okay,
stylist on
never heard of
pornographic
it. I go
films.
look.
I ain't say I did no
It.
porn. I was watching porn. This one film that I watched,
Oh,
and it's some like you can tell
oh,
like it's probably like some they first time doing it because it was kind of fucked up like the whatever, but like the visuals of the shit. But these two people, oh my God. Yo, they was at. It wasn't no one sided. The one thing I had with problem that I had. Yes, it's
They both
always the
had
woman always
chemistry.
sucking his dick. It just even if they like it just didn't. It just not like they definitely had that. Yo, I watched that shit on repeat like for like 5 fucking hours while
Yeah.
these people was fixing something in my house.
Oh
Yeah,
wow, you was stuck on that. I feel it. I mean, when you
yeah,
find a
yeah,
good one,
yeah,
you
for
find a good
real.
one.
And
That
it's
was your
still in the
blockbuster.
motherfucking
All right.
CD situation right
What?
now, and I still have my CD player, motherfuckers.
What would you say is the biggest way that when you're dealing with somebody, right? What is the biggest way that you can see that somebody exposed that they ain't been healed from
Oh
something?
wow. Having having toxic behavior, whatever
Mm-hmm.
that is, and also not being able to communicate
Mm-hmm.
too. Most people who haven't healed from something, they generally don't know. They generally don't communicate what the fuck is going on inside of them. So they'll the way that they would communicate it is through physical shit, whether they fucking you real good. Or unfortunately, they may be putting their hands on you or someone else. You know what I'm saying? So I think like yeah, that would definitely show you like somebody who haven't been healed from some shit that they went through because they don't know how to express it, especially verbally.
You been
I
through
used to
that?
have the crazy
You been
motherfucker,
through that
yeah.
though?
But
If you,
I knew
oh
how to
yeah, yeah,
handle him
you
though,
shit.
because I knew he was cuckoo. I don't know what happened in his life, but
You said shit
no,
not to trigger him, huh? You just
anything would
kept
piss
it
him off. But
as
one
normal
time,
as you could.
okay, so I don't know if you know about this. So in New York, like we have SROs, right? So a SRO is a single room occupancy. So he lived in it was a room, but they
Okay.
all shared the bathroom and they all shared the kitchen. Whoever lived, and it was a brownstone. So they had the bathroom. Everybody there was a bathroom on each floor, and but there was only one kitchen, so they all used the kitchen. So we just got finished fucking. So I went and cleaned. I'm a cleaner up. I have OCD too. So, and I like shit nice. So I was cleaning up like looking all nice and shit. This motherfucker came back, was like, yo, what the fuck is, and I was like, but look, it didn't look nice though, right? I knew how to talk to him. Cause you can't match his insanity with
Yeah.
insanity because it's going to explode. You know what I'm saying? I kept
No,
it
not at
cute.
all. Not at
So, you know
all.
what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right,
You got
exactly.
distracted with ooh, a butterfly. Something to just
That part.
something
Right,
just throw him off. Yeah, yeah, I get what you saying. All right, so now we reached this part of the show where we
right.
gotta play something called Say That, okay? And I need some rapid fire coming up out of you because
Okay.
now is the point where you can't think. Now is the point where you don't get time. You see how I gave you time to answer the questions? Neither one of them. This a two-way thing. I'm gonna ask something, I'm gonna say something, and we both can blurt it out at the same time, or you can go, I go. I'm gonna give you that option right now. We're going at the
Same
same
time.
time, or you go, I go. Same time. All right. Let
Like
me
a
ask you this.
69. Like a 69.
We gotta say it without thinking it.
Same
We gotta
time,
say.
motherfucker. Same time.
All right. We
Right.
gotta see. Yeah. We gotta.
Okay.
We gotta say it without thinking. Was toxic but
Good
attractive.
sex. Yeah.
A crazy bitch would
I
give
say
us.
good sex.
Say what? What you say? Okay. All right.
Uh,
So we kind of on the same page.
oh, damn, no.
Sneaky
I was
link or
still in that
soulmate?
thought.
Sneaky
I was
link.
still in that thought. Okay, come back to that one. Go to another one. Okay.
All right. All right. I'm asking you again. Sneaky link or soulmate? Sneaky link.
Sneaky Link came out. But that was not in my mind though.
All right. Yeah. All right. All right. Biggest turn off.
A corny dude.
Bad sex. Mm. That come with bad sex. All right. Let me see. Oh, we talked about red flag.
A
What's your
wealthy
biggest green
man.
flag? What's my biggest green flag? Ooh, woman. It's gotta be a woman, not a man. But I take that. I take that with you. All right. I'm gonna bite off your answer. Okay. Ghosting or
Ghosting.
fake closure? Ghosting, for sure, for sure. Uh, in a relationship,
No.
is jealousy natural? Yeah. Mm, 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 mm. That's coming from your perspective. Damn, that wasn't fair to ask you that. That was not fair to ask you that. All right. Uh, oh, okay.
Yes.
Can exes really be friends? Hell no. Hell no.
Yes.
No. Y'all can be cool. I
I
say
know
you can be
that.
cool, but you can be friends. But we ain't gonna think about it. What's the most dangerous shit you can say while dating?
I want to
I
fuck
love
your friend.
you. Okay.
That is very
That's some
dangerous.
dangerous shit right there. You beat me right there. You beat me. Um, let me see. Uh, what's something that people need to stop doing
Lying.
immediately? Falling for the okie doke. There we go. We on the same page right there. Ah, shit. All right.
Oh,
Your turn.
oh, damn.
You get the you get yeah, your turn and we gonna answer. We're gonna answer rapid fire. Come on, say
And
that
how many
again.
questions I
That's
gotta
all we're
give?
doing right now.
Okay, fine. Okay.
Yo, you can do five, you can do
Um,
three. It's up to you.
Participating at a swinging club, yes or no? Yes.
Yes.
Fucking your friend's girl, no. Um,
No.
oh, this is dark. Okay, this is dark. Being
Well, take me
attracted
to the dark. I'll
to
fight
a
you.
young person, no. Young,
No,
the
how young?
you.
No.
Oh no, like
No,
somebody
see, no,
that
you've done that
you
already.
fucking,
You've done
huh?
that already though. You've done that already though. You've done that already. See, no, you can't. Mm-mm.
No.
No, I call bullshit. So, you lost now. All right, run it again. You get three more because that one don't count.
Um,
You need a do over. You did that wrong.
um, do men really know how to eat pussy? No,
Yeah, I mean it depends. I mean if he into that, that's why. See, we,
no.
we said it without thinking. Oh yeah, yeah. I think women could probably do it better because they know how they
No,
want it
I don't know
done.
about that because I ain't gay.
Uh, it depends. It depends. It's some niggas who just love the month. We
No,
said that earlier.
I
All
have
right,
another
what's next?
question. Do men know how to handle? Do men know how to make a woman come by just handling her breasts? Yeah.
Shit, that's crazy. Nah, yeah, nah, depending on what you specialize
No,
in, but shit,
no.
most men
I
know.
had a man who did that. Had me on the floor like a motherfucking snake. Like the shit was wild.
You know what? I gotta run this to you because I saw a podcast with you in it. And you said something about the first time you touched your clitoris with the Mickey Mouse.
I was a
Let's talk
kid.
about that.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I was. I had a Mickey
You was a
Mouse doll,
kid.
and my sister used to say, "Yo, you why say that pussy and shit?" That's my older sister. I used to be like, "This bitch," in my mind, like this bitch, right? But yeah, I used to fuck my fucking. I used to rub my pussy on my. I used to lay it down between my legs and fucking rub it. That's how. This is how most
Mickey
girls,
Mouse.
young, because once again, we don't nobody tell us.
So you lost
What
your shit to
I
a
didn't even know
mouse.
because there was no
Mickey
penetration.
Mouse.
I was just rubbing my clitoris on it. I knew that's how you figure out.
Okay,
This is why
okay,
you
I
gotta
get
eat
you.
pussy, right? All you gotta do is focus on that clitoris. You say you
You said
don't like to
you
do
couldn't
it,
do
I
it right.
understand why you don't like to do it. It gotta
Yeah,
be the
yeah, it ain't the
go-to.
go-to.
Cause you understand
It ain't
I
the
should have a
go-to.
bitch like and it takes just cause your dick is hard does not mean that this woman is ready. It takes us a minute.
Oh yeah, most definitely. You see, you talking to the choir. It's just It's just that the simplest shit that I told you
No,
was some
I
shit you
said I
took
took it the
your
way
way
you
and
said
ran
it,
with it,
motherfucker. That's not don't go too.
But I'm gonna say it like this, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it like this. I ain't got no problem wearing no earmuffs, you know. But let me say this, that's situational. Most people do what they like, and what
But
they like, that's what they do.
oh, let me ask
Turn it up. That's what's up. Well, shit, I sure appreciate this kicking session because shit, none of this shit was dull. I mean, everything we hit on the money. That last question was a little different, but shit, it wasn't dull at all. And I promise
you.
you, it was some
Yes, I had a good
entertainment, and I
time.
hope you got that shit. And I know the people gonna love that shit. And shit, hopefully we can reach the right people with the shit that we talking about, and definitely get they input in the comments and all that shit. And somebody like and
For sure.
subscribe and all that other to some good shit. And I look forward to this. And if you don't mind, shit, I
For
like to run some
sure.
shit
For
with you again in
sure.
the future. So shit, maybe we can start some partnership talking about some shit every other
Okay,
weekend or
yeah,
whatever
I'm
we come
definitely
up with. You
down
know
for
what I mean? If
sure.
you
Like,
into
I'm
it,
trying to
shit.
push what I got going on.
All
You know
right,
what I'm
you think
saying?
so?
As
Man,
well.
slow so you
I'm
don't
a
have to say it no
designer. The
more.
name of my brand is Real Nice by Rill. And I am producing, directing, and showcasing my brand, Real Nice, in a fashion show during New York Fashion Week in September. I have started a GoFundMe because I do need some help with putting it on because that shit is it takes a lot. But so I'm doing that and I'm excited about it. Um, and the shit is gonna be dope. So I'm happy
Okay.
about that. And also with my seductive art thing, I'm doing some tweaking and shit like that, and because it's I'm just doing some tweaking, for the ladies and also the guys trying to figure out how. Because first when I initially started, it was only for women, but I'm like, we can't talk about sex and human sexual behavior without including the men. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, so I'm doing some tweaking,
Right.
but when I
Right.
launch again, I'll let y'all know. So
Okay. Definitely, and I appreciate you sharing that. I'm pushing for
thank
you, and I
you.
hope you keep pushing forward. Keep your
Oh,
foot on their neck, no matter
thank
what. Your
you.
brand is your brand. You got to stand on it. Y'all got to check out Real by Design by Real. It's good running with you, y'all. Thanks for tuning into this whole. When no depth is too deep, I told you this where the woke stay
On
woke
some
and the
pimp
sleepers
shit.
can't sleep. We're gonna holler. All right, peace.
Yeah, don't hold back. You can ask me anything. You got a question, I don't know if I can answer that, but you can ask me anything.
Talk to me, I talk back. Big dreams and small checks. You can ask me anything.
For you can ask me